I'm very pleased to present you today the STAR-ProBIO Horizon 2020 project. So my name is Fanny Rateau, and I'm Program Manager with ECOS, the Environmental Coalition on Standards. So what is STAR-ProBIO project? It's a project that is supported by Horizon 2020 by the European Commission that started in May 2017 and ended in April 2020. So a 3-year project, including 15 partners from 11 different European countries, and it was coordinated by the University Untitled Chapter. This project was aiming at developing a toolbox to assess the sustainability of bio-based products, so with a focus on assessing their environmental and circularity performance. It was also aiming to develop regulations and standards for these bio-based products, with the aim of boosting the market pool and promote the market uptake for bio-based products. And it was also aiming to perform a policy analysis, a scenario analysis, in order to support the European Commission in developing a common framework and ensuring a level playing field and harmonized policy regulation. So what ECOS was ECOS' role in this project? So we were a project partner in STAR-ProBIO. Well, back then we were named the Environmental Coalition, not the Environmental Coalition on Standards, but we were the European Environmental Citizens Organization for Standardization, same ECOS, but different name. So we were involved in working package 1. This is the gaps, what are the different gaps in terms of EU sustainability certification and standardization. We were also involved in developing the upstream environmental impact assessment, defining the market sustainability preferences, the ILUC, so the indirect land use change risk assessment, sustainability schemes, so for this blueprint for bio-based products, and the analysis of framework conditions and labeling for the sustainability of bio-based products. I will not go through each work package. I will try to focus on the work packages that seem the most relevant for the CircThread project today. I believe the gap analysis is an interesting part of the project. So the work package 1 has helped assess first a gap in the areas of sustainability. They analyze and filter the different certification schemes existing and the standards that were relevant, of course, for bio-based products. So there was also a series of expert interviews, they say, through questionnaires directly addressed to experts to complete this knowledge. A comparison between the interview insights with this gap analysis done beforehand. And finally, a presentation and open discussion with experts and stakeholders. The second interesting key result for CircThread is STAR-ProBIO upstream life cycle analysis. So the project investigated the different environmental impacts of feedstock production and upstream processes. So these feedstocks considered different case studies. And there was also a scenario analysis for agricultural activities and pretreatment processes. So with definition, of course, of the conversion units to compare the different feedstocks, the overview of this, what are the system boundaries, and the selection of the impact categories. On top of that, there was also a downstream life cycle analysis led in work package 3. So it developed an environmental assessment framework covering the different stages between manufacturing up to end-of-life management of bio-based products, reviewing national and international ACA standards, certification protocols, and also plus a number of peer-reviewed publications. And also they identified gaps in existing LCA methods, where, for example, they identified that in the existing LCA methods, you didn't have resource efficiency included, you didn't have circularity characteristics or end-of-life characteristics included, and neither the management of post-consumer products. So the work package 3 helped develop a new set of environmental indicators drawn from LCA and from the principle of green chemistry and circularity. In work package 5, STAR-ProBIO identified market sustainable preferences. So what are these preferences in terms of consumer groups? What are regarding their environmental, social, and economic concerns? So it studied the propensity to buy bio-based products and the importance of product characteristics such as performance and quality when influencing buying decisions. So it was based on the survey, focus group exercise, and a field experiment. In work practice 6, there was a social assessment done by STAR-ProBIO. So they selected the most important impact subcategories, and they developed social and economic criteria and indicators for end-of-life analysis. So with the objective to promote social acceptance of bio-based products. In work package 8, there was STAR-ProBIO identified the sustainable scheme blueprint. So what are the standards, sustainability standards that should be addressed in terms, and they developed the recommendations for current standards, principles, criteria, and indicators, blueprint for sustainability certification scheme, and standard documentation. So here I've highlighted the potential interesting learnings for CircThread, especially the environmental life cycle assessment method. So coming from literature review in TAX 2.1, through definition of system boundaries, up to the selection of environmental indicators and impact methods, the life cycle inventory assessment, and the life cycle impact assessment as such. You can find here the overview of the different project partners of STAR-ProBIO. You can find further information on the STAR-ProBIO website, starprobio.eu.